Alright, so the whole trick to getting this loaded up in the hose bed to where to deploy no problems is you have to load it from a rolled hose. We've all got them set up, ready to roll. Each pre-connect's going to be 2 loaded in service and 2 loaded out of service, so that when you load it in the tray, it'll all roll out correctly without any twists. The other trick to loading it, at the end you can have 2 options when you fake fold. Option A and option B. Just making it a little longer or a little shorter creates a flatter fold at the end. If you leave it like so, it will not fit. It creates the hose bed too small. So now we'll start loading. You only need maybe 2 people. You only need 2 people in the bed to roll it back and forth. You can see how Sour down here is making his fold on the inside for your connection on the plumbing. All you need is enough sticking out top to make the connection. And then this keeps it from having any extra folds. You have a 3rd fireman at the end, unrolling it as it gets folded.
And you want to stagger the folds.
You want your folds long, short, with the same VINs that I showed you. And it can all be flush. You can have a little bit sticking out. It's not going to be a problem. We'll load the first 50 foot, and then we'll make our tail. And this is technically the second 100.
And on this one, they're going to do a loop.
Yes. So we've hit our first coupling, signifying obviously the first 50 foot. So on each end, you're going to make a paddle tail loop. 6 to 8 inches off of each side is fine. Those will be folded up after the hose is completed. It doesn't matter if it's 3 or 4 or 5, as long as it's the first 50 foot. And then we'll continue loading the second 50 foot on this section like normal.
It's also important as you load this hose to keep pressing down as you see House doing, and pressing down in the middle, otherwise the hose will stand up too tall.
So the first 100 is loaded. You've got a male connection up top. You can leave it to the side for now. Go ahead and connect your nozzle to the other end. You're going to apply this on the opposite end of the plumbing. That's how it's designed to deploy. Huh? No, opposite end.
We're going to flip it. Plumbing's on this side on this one.
Yeah, it's going out this end. There's your plumbing connection down there. So, if you'll notice, the bell obviously will not fit sideways. If you'll turn it on its end and butt it up just about against there, there's enough room for the door to close behind it, and this allows you to deploy it, and it keeps the stack from being too tall. The rest of this is just a short, long, standard load, just like the 2.5s are.
Calling from 13. No, we're available. 13.
So again, just like the 2.5, make our connection from the two 100-foot sections up top. Chisholm's folded up our ear inside of there so it stores nice and neat. The other side to this load is you have to load it from the opposite side of the truck from deployment, because if not, the bell hangs up going back in. So once we make the connection, we'll come around the other side, load it up, connect your plumbing up top, and it's ready to go.